Hey there guys, my name is Bradrenaline, aka the Alone Snorlax. Today, bringing you a 6v6 Wi-Fi battle from my stream. If you'd like the chance to battle me, you can either check out the stream today, which will be at 5 PM GMT. You can join my Discord community if you haven't already. I look for battles fairly often there. And also, you can follow me on Twitter, because I do tweet out asking for battles on there. You can also DM me if you'd like a battle, and we can arrange something. So, me versus Hector. He's got the Mamoswine, the Turtonator, Toxapex, Gengar, Sharpedo, and the Mandibuzz. So, pretty cool team. We both got the Mamoswine. His doesn't have Icicle Crash. He told me after the match. You can breed it with a Smeargle. That's how I got mine. I'll also be putting up a Smeargle breeding guide with, field sketching and stuff. So, yeah, that'll be up today. Anyway, he leads off with the Mamoswine. I do the exact same because it's arguably the best Stealth Rocker in pre-bank. So, normally we would both go for the Stealth Rocks here, but I actually go for the Earthquake to get some damage off. Now, he might do the same. He might Stealth Rock, but looking at my damage is pretty decent. He goes for the Rock Slide, so I'm already ahead in damage. I went faster, so either it's a Speed tie or he's Adamant. So again here, I normally predict the Flying type to come out for the Earthquake. I do this a lot. I did it on my Sleep Talk episode. Go for the Icicle Crash, so yes, it's not the hardest prediction in the world, but it's a very nice one to get right. Put Mandibuzz to about half, which is pretty decent. These are normally physically defensive. They normally just don't die. They don't do much damage, but they don't die. So I swap out here and I go into my Magnezone, nicknamed Celestia, because Celesteela gets trapped by it. Yeah, you get it. Yeah. But he goes back into his Mamoswine, so I could have just Icicle Crashed again and stayed in, or just got all my Stealth Rocks right there. But anyway, I switch out, fearing the the move, the Earthquake, ×4 effective. I switch into my Gyarados and I get off the Intimidate, so he's at -1, and then I'll be switching right back out into my Mamoswine, because now I feel like getting out my Stealth Rocks, because either we're going to trade rocks here, or he's going to switch into his Mamoswine fearing another Earthquake, which is what I'm thinking at the time. He goes for Rock Slide, so trying to get some damage on that Gyarados. I go for the Stealth Rocks, and his Mamoswine will be going for the Earthquake. So I'm thinking this is just going to take me out here. I've got my rocks up, I'm going to say Worth and all that. It doesn't take me out, so I'm probably thinking about going for the Ice Shard, but I don't go for the Ice Shard. And of course, Ice Shard's priority, so he takes me out first. If I'd gone for it, I would have got some more damage off. It's not the end of the world though. So now I go into Gyarados and make him -2. And I was thinking, I actually calced this as well, that Rock Slide doesn't break my sub. So he Rock Slides because he's faster than me, and it does way more damage than a quarter. So I also subbed, and I was just like, wait, why did that do so much damage? It wasn't a crit. He's not Life Orb. Does that mean he's Expert Bout, Adamant? Because that would fit the calcs. But I don't know. So I can still get off the Waterfall to take him out. I do just have a deficit of about 60 HP, which I can get back with the leftovers. There's not too much on his team that actually can deal with this Gyarados. It's not bulky Gyarados. It's not my favourite type of Gyarados. It only has around 32 HP EVs, and then less into speed, so it can Dragon Dance. But yeah, we're looking pretty solid so far. Both Mamoswines have now left the field for good. Got some recovery, and now he switches into his Gengar. Now at the time, I was trying to scout this, because later on you'll actually see, I'll explain it a bit better, but gonna switch just in case he goes for something that can hit my Metagross that isn't Shadow Ball. Like, you should go for Shadow Ball here as the most well-rounded play, but I do have a Hydreigon as well. He goes for the Dazzling Gleam, probably predicting the Hydreigon to come out. But now I see a free time to Mega, and he switches, so I thought he would just go for the Shadow Ball and I'd be able to get the Bullet Punch off. So I do Mega Evolve, but he switches into Mandibuzz and takes the Stealth Rock damage. But I still go for the Bullet Punch anyway. I think it's just the safest play. It probably would have taken out the Gengar, so that is again why he switched. At this point, I'm already getting suspicions that he might be Scarfed or choiced in some manner. But the Bullet Punch goes off onto the Mandibuzz. It wouldn't kill if I did it again, so I can just go for a physical move and hope that I don't miss, because a lot of Metagross's best moves are 90% accurate. So I go for the Meteor Mash. It does land, luckily, because I've missed 3 in a row before. and then we take him out. And then he switches into Turtonator, takes 25% from the Stealth Rocks. And I wasn't too sure if Earthquake would knock him out here, because I don't know, I just had a feeling that it wouldn't, and I go for it, and you can see that it's not doing enough, and he goes for the Flamethrower. So if he is invested in a special attack, this takes me out, and it does. So I was like, damn, Turtonator doing work. I've not seen it actually do that well before. The one that I use is like a Shell Smash one, but that's probably why it doesn't work out too well. But I switch into Hydreigon, thinking I can just U-turn and finish him off, but he does resist it because he's Fire type, and it doesn't take him out. So you know, there's me being the good person that I am again. So I switch into Faker, aka the Mimikyu. This was accidental. I didn't actually predict the Dragon move, but it looked pretty slick at the time. I actually impressed myself for that one. So I go for the Shadow Sneak. He's got no reason to switch out. Like, what can he really switch out into other than maybe Toxapex? But he will be bringing that in next. So the Toxapex comes in. I'm not really a fan of this thing when I've got a physical mon on the field, so I'll be switching out into my Magnezone. Back into Celestia, and he goes for the Scald, so probably looking for the burn. Which, hey, he gets it, woohoo! Nah, it doesn't matter. I'm not physical. The damage isn't too much. It's 6% now instead of 12%. So yeah, water under the bridge. Water under the bridge. So here he goes for Baneful Bunker, obviously to scout what I'm doing. I am Choice Specs, and I go for the Volt Switch. Now, if he's specially defensive, he can take one, but if he isn't, it's a roll. It's like a 60% chance to knock him out. He may also have split EVs, so in most cases, he would actually live this Volt Switch. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I crit him. So if he was specially defensive in some form, or if he was fully special defensive, that mattered, but only to the point where I would then go into Hydreigon and click Dark Pulse. So you can call it what you want there, but he goes into the Gengar, and again, I'm back to that thought of him being Scarfed. Like, why would you bring this in when I'm Scarfed, unless you're Scarfed? So I switch here just to see what he does. Back into my Magnezone. He's probably going for the Dazzling Gleam, and he does go for the Dazzling Gleam. So does good damage. That and the burn is a roll now to take me out, so he could take me out here, or I could survive. And it doesn't really matter if I do survive, because I can switch into, let's say, Mimikyu, and then take him out. But I will be going for the Thunderbolt, just to get rid of him. I'm dying to burn anyway. I mean, there's no point going to Volt Switch, in my opinion. It would just delay the inevitable, give me some very needless death fodder this late into the game. So he has Sharpedo as his last Pokemon now, and I go into Hydreigon. I am faster until he's like maybe +2 or 3 speed, and he would have to stay in his original form to get that far before he Mega Evolves. So he goes for Protect, obviously, for the first speed boost. It's pretty standard to do on Sharpedo. But all I have to do now is U-turn, Gyarados Intimidate, switch out, and repeat, and then I win the battle. So I can say good game right now, or I can just like run you through what actually happens. It was a good game though, because it's hard to gauge how good someone is. Like, you have to make some plays or understand what they're doing, because, you know, sometimes you just have a stomp battle, like you 5-0 or 6-0, and you can't really take it too seriously. You want to have a bit of fun. You don't just want to try hard. So did have to, I say it, but it sounds quite arrogant, I had to actually try in this battle, but it's true. Like, I did have to make good plays to make sure I won this. So got him down to -1, and he goes for the Waterfall there. Doesn't do too much, and then I get some Leftovers recovery to offset that again, and then I switch out back into the Hydreigon. I resist both of his stabs, so he does actually opt for the Crunch here, and he's -1, but it does still do a decent amount because of his I think is it Tough Claws he gets? Yeah, I think it's Tough Claws, you know, that extra damage on contact moves ability. And then I just U-turn. The battle's done, you know, like, I should be taking him out here. So good game again, like I said, but yeah, I missed battles. I actually did miss battles. I missed 6v6s. I'd like to do some more. Definitely like to do some more. So I will be tweeting out. I'll also be looking for people on Discord to battle, because They're always breeding new things, they're always swapping breed checks, things that would help out others, so yeah, give it a try. I love the Discord. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and maybe I'll either see you streaming 5 PM today, GMT, or I will see you again soon.